Let's understand my name in this video. Have you ever forgotten something small, like where you kept your pencil? When we forget, we feel puzzled and want to ask for help. Today, we will hear a sweet story about a little fly who forgot his name and how his friends helped him. Once there was a tiny fly, and one morning he woke up and could not remember his name. He felt sad and worried because names tell us who we are. The little fly decided to ask others in nature for help, one by one. First, the fly met a busy ant and politely asked, "Do you know my name?" The ant listened carefully and then said, "I am sorry. I do not know your name." The helpful ant climbed up a tree and suggested that the fly should ask the tree. The ant thought the tree could see many things from high up. So the fly buzzed to the tall tree and asked, "Do you know my name?" The tree shook its branches and said, "I do not know, but I see a cow sleeping under my shade." The tree thought the cow might have seen many tiny creatures while grazing. The fly flew to the gentle cow and asked kindly, "Do you know my name?" The cow opened her eyes and said, "I do not know your name, but I eat grass that sees many small things." The cow told the fly to ask the grass, because the grass feels many tiny steps and touches. The little fly looked around and found a fallen leaf resting on the grass. He asked the leaf, "Do you know my name?" Just as the leaf began to answer, a soft wind started to blow. The wind lifted the leaf, and the leaf began to fly in the air. Seeing the leaf fly, the little fly remembered his name in a flash. He was happy to remember, and his name was simply Fly. The fly smiled and thanked the wind and all his friends who tried to help. Let us meet the friends from the story again. The ant, the tree, the cow, the leaf, and the wind. Each friend is part of nature, and they all live together in the same place. Now, some new words from our story with easy meanings. Said means spoke. For example, the cow said hello. Know means to remember or understand. For example, I know my name. Climb means to go up, like the ant climbing the tree. Forgotten means not remembered, like the fly who had forgotten his name. Name means what someone is called, like Ravi or Meera or Fly. Remember means to bring something back to your mind. For example, try to remember a song. Use means to help or do something. For example, a pencil is of use for writing. So, what do we learn from this little story? We learn that friends and nature help us in many small ways. We learn to ask for help when we are confused, kindly and politely. We learn that plants, animals, and insects live together and depend on each other. For example, trees give shade, cows eat grass, and wind helps leaves to move. Let us quickly remember the story steps once more. The fly forgot his name. He asked the ant, the tree, the cow, and the leaf. A gentle wind lifted the leaf, and then the fly remembered his name was Fly. So today we learned about asking for help and how nature helps us all. Keep being curious and do not be shy to ask questions, just like the little fly. Thank you for listening so nicely. You did a great job paying attention. Explore more simple and fun stories on EduRev to read and listen, and keep learning with joy.